What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? In today's video, we are going to be reacting to Bleacher Report's expert NBA trade packages. Yeah, so this is experts. We'll see what they have to say about these ideas. This is by Bleacher Report, obviously. The link to the article will be in the description below. A lot of Ben Simmons talk. Obviously, he's probably going to be the most likely top 30 player that will get moved in this offseason. Maybe Damian Lillard gets traded. You got Ben Simmons. We already saw Kemba Walker on the move. Maybe Kristaps Porzingis gets traded. Who knows? Maybe... I mean, that's pretty much it. Maybe we'll see like Malcolm Brogdon, Miles Turner, one of those guys. And then maybe some surprise trades that we'll see. Like, nobody really thought that the John Wall was going to get traded last year. But he ended up doing it. Like, one of those trades. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed these videos, feel free to drop a thumbs up. I will be releasing my trade packages on my main channel. I mean, tonight's the draft lottery. So, you guys on my main channel will see my reaction to the lottery, mock draft tomorrow, and then maybe the next day on Thursday. Or you'll see, like, Cade, whoever gets number one, rebuild Thursday, and then that on Friday. I don't know, but you'll definitely be seeing the trade packages, 10 realistic trades for Ben Simmons. And, yeah, let me know down below what your favorite trade is here. I did react to all your guys' Ben Simmons trade ideas in yesterday's video, so you can go take a look at that. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. First up, we have Simmons for Cj Mccollum. Yeah, this is one that's probably going to make my video. It makes sense for the Sixers. I think Cj Mccollum would make this team better. Now, who is their primary ball handler or like kind of their facilitator playmaker? Can it be Tyrese Maxey? Is it George Hill? Do they maybe look at somebody else in free agency or the trade market? Possibly. He will obviously, I think, make this team a little bit better because he can take the load off of Joel Embiid, be a shot creator for them. For Portland, though, would they want Ben Simmons? Do they feel like Ben Simmons can help out Dame? I think so. Him and Dame in the pick and roll would be nice. Obviously, they would probably treat Ben Simmons like a big man there, and he would definitely help out their defensive problems. So, I think it makes sense for both teams. Portland should not blow it up, but go in a different direction. If they don't want to trade Damian Lillard, look to move McCollum, and Simmons might be the best player you can get. He'll help out your defense. He'll help out probably Damian Lillard in the pick and roll. I don't know if you prefer him to... like, if he's, like, your fifth best offensive option on the floor, maybe, or like, if you have four, like, can you really have him and Nurkic out there? I don't know, because that's no spacing out of your 4 and your 5. Maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't, because, yeah, you'll have Norman Powell, you'll have, like, Robert Covington, etc., who else out there, and then Ben Simmons and Nurkic. I don't know if that works out too well. Simmons for Buddy Hield and Marvin Bagley. I've seen this one a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of this for Philly. Yeah, you get some shooting in Buddy Hield. This is if, like, Ben Simmons has no... his trade value has plummeted because you're getting Buddy Hield, who I think we can all agree is a little bit overpaid. And, like, if Marvin Bagley was more of a solidified player that we know that you would want to give him a rookie extension, maybe do this trade. I don't like this for Philly. Absolutely love this trade for Sacramento. You got Fox, Halbert in the backcourt. You could throw Simmons at the 4, even some small ball 5 action. Yeah, I could be down with that. But I just don't think that I'm sure Ben Simmons would love to go from Philly to Sacramento. But, I mean, I think this would be a great trade for the Kings, but I don't think it would be a good trade for the Sixers. Next up, we have Simmons for Kemba Walker. This one will be obvious. I actually love this trade for the Thunder. I don't hate it for the Sixers. If I had to rank the options, though, I prefer Cj Mccollum over Kemba Walker. It's just... will the Blazers want to do that? I think the Thunder would most definitely do this trade. Because imagine they win the lottery, right? They get Cade Cunningham. They get Shea at the 2, and you put Ben Simmons at the 4, the 5. Oh, it's a nice trio. It's a nice trio. You could probably lure in a free agent in 2022 to that core. I would think so. So I love that trade for OKC, because imagine they turned Al Horford into Ben Simmons. Mind blown. Mind blown. That would be kind of absurd. They probably would have to throw in somebody else. Maybe Beasley. Maybe just a first or two. But I actually love this pickup for the Thunder. But Philly, maybe. They get desperate, maybe. Simmons for Russell. This is another one that I love for the other team, getting Simmons. I'm still a big Ben Simmons guy. I don't think we should be prisoner in the moment, recency bias, and absolute tank his value, because I still think the value is there. And Simmons for D'Lo, I love for Minnesota, because imagine they get to keep their pick, right? Imagine they had a Jalen Suggs. Let's not give him Cade. We'll give him Suggs. Suggs, Beasley, Edwards, Simmons, Towns. That's a playoff team next year. For the Sixers, if you did watch my trading Ben Simmons Sixers rebuild, you saw that I ended up trading Ben Simmons for D'Angelo Russell. So I already did that in my rebuild, and I liked it a lot for Minnesota. For Philly, I prefer Cj Mccollum over D'Lo. Do I prefer Kemba or D'Lo? It's tough because D'Lo, you would say, is a better playmaker. Neither are great on defense, but I would prefer Kemba Walker. I guess it's not like I would definitely prefer Kemba. They're both not great, but I probably prefer Kemba slightly than D'Lo on the defensive end. Philly doesn't need defense though, because they got Matisse Thybulle, they have Danny Green, they have Joel Embiid, they have studs on the defensive side of the ball. They could afford to have a liability there in D'Lo. So I don't know. Take it what you will. I don't know how you would rank D'Lo, Kemba, and Cj Mccollum as 1-for-1 trade partners. I'd probably go CJ, maybe D'Lo because he's younger, and then Kemba. I think that's what I would go with because Kemba, I believe, is the oldest out of all of them. Yeah, he definitely is. Next up, we have Simmons to the... Oh, a three-way. All right. Simmons for John Wall, I'm not a huge fan of. I love this for Dallas. Actually, do I love this for Dallas? Simmons and Luka. I mean, I've been saying that, okay, Simmons at the 4 or the 5, but if you're not playing him there and you're playing him at, like, the 3, Simmons can't play off-ball, unless he's your pick-and-roll guy. That's it. So him and Luka would probably work if you have 3 other shooters. So say you had Luka, Tim Hardaway Jr., I don't know, 2 other shooters, and Ben Simmons. Yeah, maybe that can work. And Ben Simmons is your only non-shooter on the floor. For Kristaps going to Houston. Yeah, Houston kind of starting their rebuild. If they get to keep their pick, that'd be nice. Say they add a Cade or a Kuminga or a Suggs. Well, they probably... No, because their pick's top 4 protected, so they wouldn't end up with Kuminga, because that means they would get 5, which means they won't get their pick. Because Kuminga's like definitely going 5, I think. And then... but yeah, you have KP and Wood in your front court, so you add Cade or Suggs. It's pretty nice. Mobley, not as much, because then you're kind of logjam there. But for John Wall to Philly... Yeah, I'm not a fan. I think I'd rather just keep Ben Simmons. John Wall would probably be my 4th player because he's older. He can't create his own shot. You don't really need his scoring because he's not as good as a shot creator. I would say a CJ, D'Lo, or Kemba, but he's good enough as a guy. I don't know. I think he would be at the because it's definitely CJ, D'Lo for me. But then, do I prefer John Wall or do I prefer Kemba Walker? I don't know. It's up in the air. Next up, or that is it. Okay, so those are the trade ideas for Ben Simmons. Let's see if I would rank them. For Philly's standpoint, I would say CJ is the best option. So that's 1. D'Lo is 2. I would say Kemba is 3 because I prefer shooting over John Wall. John Wall is 4. And then number 5 we would have is the Kings one. That's if his trade value is a lot lower than what we think it is. I'm not a fan of that. If I had to rank these teams going out and getting Ben Simmons, I would probably put number 1 as the Timberwolves. I think that would catapult them in the playoffs next year and finally get that power forward next to Cat that you need. Not the floor spacer, but hey, good enough to like an elite defender next to him, which you desperately need because Cat, we know, isn't a great defender. That's probably the team I'd like to see go after Ben Simmons the most is the Timberwolves. Next up would probably be Portland, just to switch things up there. They're not a good defensive team. You're kind of stuck in purgatory with the roster you have now. Go out and make a move. That's 2. I love the Kings getting him. 3. I mean, I would love a trio of Halliburton, Fox, and Ben Simmons. 4 would be probably OKC building that young core. You're going to probably end up, like, the odds are in their favor. They're going to end up with a top 5 pick. They got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander already. Then you got Ben Simmons and the other young core players they have in Dort, Baisley, Poku, and Teo. And then finally would be the Mavericks getting him. I think the Mavericks should go out and get like a Cj Mccollum, somebody like that, not a Ben Simmons type player. Just somebody that can maybe also shot create alongside Luka Doncic and is a knockdown 3-point shooter and has a little bit higher basketball IQ. But yeah, that is going to be it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like if you did. Let me know your favorite trade here down below. Like I said, in a couple days I will be releasing 10 realistic Ben Simmons trade ideas over on my main channel, so I will be I'll link you guys the video on the community tab just in case you end up missing out on that. And yeah, the draft lottery is tonight. I'm very excited. This will be my last video before the draft lottery. I will not be live streaming it, but I will be recording my live reaction, uploading that to the main channel right away. Then I'll be uploading a mock draft on the main channel tomorrow. It is grind season, baby. And then tomorrow you guys will probably see a more laid back full reaction analysis of the lottery, me just kind of going through each of the 14 picks, saying what I would like each team to do, what I think each team could do, and then if any teams got screwed or not, or if they could look at maybe trading their pick, who knows. So yeah, that is gonna be for me though. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Love you guys. I'll catch you on the next one.